What's up, everybody? It is a Blue Drake, and today I have something that is hopefully going to completely blow your mind. I have a whole bunch of things to show you in this video. Yesterday, I did a video showing off some physics simulations in Unity, and you all were so impressed by this. You kept asking me over and over and over again, you know, like, show us more about all of these physics simulations that you can run on your computer. So, I spent 8 hours yesterday compiling a bunch of real-time demos in the game engines that we use to make our own games to show off some of the incredible things that you can do nowadays. So if you want to stick around till the end of the video, I'm actually going to be giving away a bunch of Steam keys for some of our games that we're releasing on Steam. So stick around all the way till the end of the video, and then hopefully you'll be able to also redeem a couple of free games on Steam. So let's get into it. Now, this is the first demo that I wanted to show you. This is a simulation using NVIDIA's physics simulation software, and it can simulate all sorts of different things. It can simulate liquids, it can simulate gels, it can simulate even cloth, and you can see this cloth you can move and it'll actually affect the liquid. So you can move the cloth, and depending on how you move this cloth, it'll actually the liquid will actually react to it. Now there might be other videos, maybe you've seen stuff like this before. There's a couple, I think back in 2014, 2015, they first released a physics simulation showing NVIDIA Flex actually simulating like an ocean and all sorts of different fluids, and it was really cool, and everybody really thought it was amazing. But a lot of the things that people haven't seen since is taking this technology and integrating it into things like Unreal Engine 4. So, for instance, here is a simulation that I've gone ahead and I've set up in Unreal Engine 4. So we're taking the same technology and we're actually going to compile it and put it in a Unreal Engine 4 build. And as you can see, here's a bunch of the same fluid in Unreal Engine 4, where it's going through and filling up these valleys, and even the static meshes are affected by this liquid. This will simulate buoyancy. This will simulate all of the different characteristics that you would expect of a fluid, and this is entirely in real time as well. So here, let's go ahead. Actually, let's create like a little character. I think there we go. Here's a character, and we can go ahead and full screen this as well. So here's a character, and you can move around. The liquid will actually cascade over your body. Look at this. This is amazing. And you can run through the look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy, and I don't know why nobody really understands that this technology is so available nowadays. You know, this was the kind of stuff that you saw back in 2015, 2014, and this is the kind of stuff that I love playing around with in some of our games. Now, it is a little bit CPU and GPU intensive, so you're not going to be able to see stuff like this in you know, a 100-player multiplayer match. But for games like this, where you know you have a small kind of like physics simulated environment, even just for like mini games and stuff like that, it's an absolute blast. And here's some other cool things that you can actually do. So for instance, here's another test that I've gone ahead and I've put together. But in this test, I have a whole bunch of different little elements. So here's just, you know, this is your standard static mesh physics simulation in Unreal Engine 4. And of course, you've got the fluids here as well. And as you can see, the fluids will actually interact with static meshes inside the environment. So, you know, the fluid here, it'll cascade over these little turbines. It'll actually create motion. But in addition to that, you'll also have things like this. So here is, as you saw, I showed like the cloth previously. So you have things like cloth that you can use in a variety of different ways. And in this instance, they've actually created a ball, and you can jump on this ball. you can move it around. And even cooler is this ball will actually interact with the fluid. So you know we can push this ball through the fluid, and the fluid will actually let's go ahead and just to make this a little bit more obvious, I'm going to move this ball down here. And let's go ahead, let's take this spigot, and let's point this directly at this thing. Gotta aim it. There we go, come on. aim down just a little. Actually, that's probably. Is that gonna hit? Yeah, there we go. There you go. And you can see the fluid is actually oh, hold on. Full screen. The fluid is actually pressing against this ball, and it's deforming it. And this is all in real time, completely real time. This isn't like simulated beforehand. Granted, it took me 8 hours to compile this last night and to put this all together. But this is 100% in real time, and it's absolutely incredible. Look at this. Look at this amazing. You can, and now this is where things get even cooler. So one of the things that you can do when you actually are able to simulate physics like this is you can play around with different parameters, and you can do all sorts of things that you wouldn't be able to do in the real world. So check this out. This is going to be really amazing. So we've got all of these different spigots spewing water right now, right? We've got this ball, which is completely deformable. We've got all of these statics. What do you think this would look like if we turned off gravity? Check this out. All right, so we just turned off gravity, and now all of the water, all of these fluids are floating around freely. There's nothing pulling them down. Now, granted, there's the force of the spigot spewing them out, but all of this stuff, this is completely zero-G fluidic simulation. Look as it goes in space and it coalesces together. Is this not incredible? And now, look, we can turn gravity back on. Watch. 3, 2, 1, bam. Oh, man. Dude, I love doing this stuff. I feel like a magician. It's incredible. This is the most fun I have as a developer, is just putting these things together and just, it's like magic. It's like magic, but it's absolutely incredible. You know, you can sit here, turn off gravity again, splash through the water, and you see it all just go everywhere. It's absolutely incredible. Here, why not? Let's make some more water. Why don't we? Here, let's just copy this. I don't know, 4 more times. Let's stress test this. Let's see how many water spigots we can have simulated at the exact same time. Here we go. All right, so now we've got 4 water spigots. Let's turn off. Oh, look at that! Look at that! And look, you can see the boxes will actually go up in the air, and then they will actually interact. So sometimes, like, the jet of water will impact one of the boxes, and it'll actually push it. It'll actually push it through the air. It's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely amazing. And a lot of other things that you can actually do in Unreal Engine 4 with this technology is you can also have terrible objects. So, for instance, let's take a look at this little demo here. So, as you can see, you've got these pieces of cloth, and they can get ripped in half and stuff like that. Even here, you know, this is fully real-time. I can jump on this thing. Let's see here, and just boom, just rip right through. Isn't this incredible? Isn't this absolutely incredible? Just rip that right off. Absolutely amazing. But you can do so much more. And as this technology, I mean, because again, I think the first time that this was demonstrated was like 5 years ago, when the tech has only been getting better and evolving, and there's so many cool things that you can do now. But one of the cool things that you can do with this now is you can actually have simultaneously this cloth physics and the fluidic simulation simultaneously. And watch this. This will absolutely blow your mind. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, here we go. So here is a water balloon. This is a piece of cloth that's actually destructible, but it's filled with water. And here's the, not only this, here, watch this. Let's actually turn off gravity in this simulation as well, because look at what this looks like when it's in low G. So now we have no gravity. We're gonna pull this over here. Let's see, there we go. And let's rip this ball in two. Are you guys ready? Watch this. Boom. Oh, no, I missed it. Ah, come back. Oh, no. All right, let's reset. All right, turn off gravity. And boom. There we go. Oh, my gosh. Rip that one. Oh, dude. Rip this one. Rip that one. Look at that. Is that not incredible? Is that not incredible? And then here, you can even actually, we can increase gravity, so we can invert gravity and then bring it right back down and slam these into the ground. Here, watch this. Watch this. This is incredible. Boom! Oh, it's absolutely incredible. And, you know, it's funny, you know, there's a lot of things, you haven't really seen this in as many games as I feel like we should. There's so many gameplay applications that you could potentially have with this. You know, you've got these little, look at these realistic parachutes. These are parachutes that actually function. In fact, let's bring this down, and then we can bring the gravity down just to kind of like show. Look, there's the cloth, and it's actually interacting with the air. I mean, there's not actually air, but it's simulated as if it is, and it's actually holding this rabbit up. And here's the water. And let's go ahead. Let's turn off. Here's what the water looks like in 0G. With all of these different elements interacting at the same time. This is the cloth interacting with the liquid, with the solids, all simultaneously in a 0G environment. Look at that. Dude. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And this is the kind of stuff, you know, I think a lot of people see this in tech demos and whatnot, but they're not used to actually seeing it in an actual video game. And that's one of the reasons I really wanted to put together this Unreal Engine 4 demonstration, because there is so much that you can actually do with this inside of a proper simulation. So here we go. You know, here's another simulation. Here, this is in Unreal Engine 4. This is all in real time. Here's all of these pieces of fluid filling up this canister. It actually fills up this canister, and then it spills over. And again, you know, like, this is, you can have as many of these as you want. You can actually change the elements of this completely. So here's the canister, but it's hollow. Hold up, let me see if I can find something here. Let's use this, and then we can use this to block out the bottom of the canister. Let's go ahead. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll group these. Get this out of my way. Group that, there we go, so that way I can move them simultaneously. And then we'll move this down here, and then watch this, this is absolutely incredible. We'll go ahead and we'll move this to the side, we'll move this up. Let's go ahead and get rid of this second one, why not? And then we'll simulate this again. Bam, there we go. So now we've changed all of the parameters. We've changed all of the parameters in real time, and now you can see this liquid going inside of this it's so amazing. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and I'm going to say, if you guys have been watching this far, you're lucky, because here are all of the different Steam keys to the game. So pause the video. Here's all of the Steam keys for the game. The end of the video is going to be a little bit later, but I'm not going to say exactly where these Steam keys are being shown in the video, so whoever just skips to the end, they're going to have to really search. But if you want to go ahead and redeem these Steam keys on Steam, you can get a free copy of our game Warfare 1944. So thank you so much for watching, and let's continue with the demonstration. You can also simulate this just kind of like, you don't have to actually have the character, which is really cool, because then you can do stuff like in real time and just kind of play around with it, which is super fun. So let's go ahead and again, you can kind of see the water interacting with the spigots. And I had this idea where I wanted to create this game where the objective was to kind of have like an aqueduct. So you have to like build an aqueduct, and then the water would like, you'd have to actually have the water properly be driven to a specific point on the map. I don't know, it would be cool. It's something I might do later. If you want to help us out and with all of our different projects and get access to all of those things behind the scenes, check out our Patreon. It does make a big difference. But let's go ahead, let's take a look at a bunch of other things as well that this does that's really, really cool, because not only can you just simulate the liquid and the physics, but you can do all sorts of other stuff. Like you can create luminosity, and you can create like dynamic reflections that use this liquid. So here's a simulation. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start this, and here we go. And look at this. Look at this. So all of this liquid is coming together, and this is different colored liquid, and it comes together, and then it gets sucked up, and then it explodes out. And this is, look at it, it's like paint, and you have all of these different mixtures. So not only can you have normal, and look, it's reflecting on the environment around it. So you've got this fluid that's actually creating reflections with all of these different completely vibrant colors that look amazing. Here, let's go ahead and let's actually get in game here. So we can interact with this stuff, and look, and it'll spill over on top of you. Look, you can run through this zero grav. Look at that! Look at that! It's absolutely incredible. It's so amazing. Oh my gosh. And then this will also, like, you can create this to cast shadows. So for instance, here is a simulate. Here, I'll run this in full screen as well. So you can start this, and you can actually have this cast dynamic shadows on the environment around it. So here's this little ball, and we can take this ball and we can kind of like push it into the fluid. Oh, come here, you stupid ball. Ah! Hold up. This is where the tech demo breaks down, is my inability to play video games. There we go. And you can see that as the liquid actually interacts with static environments, with static objects in the environment, that it'll actually cast different shadows. And this is really cool because you could actually create like a waterfall. You could create like a waterfall. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead. We're going to take this. We're going to stretch this out super far. We're going to move this up, and then we're going to take this here, and we're going to move this so the water actually, and then we're going to take this light source, and then I guess we'll take the light source and move it here, possibly. Make sure that actually is casting light where I need it to be. Well, let's see. That may not be close enough. Let's find out. Let's find out. So theoretically, the water. Oh yeah, yes. Oh, oh, dude. Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. I have to do this again. Let's go ahead and bring this down here. I'm gonna make this thinner a little bit, and then we'll bring this down even further. We'll bring this down even further, so that way the lifespan of the particles aren't affected. All right, hold up. And then. Let's go ahead and full screen this. Let's take a look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh, dude. That's amazing. So you could imagine using this technology and creating like a dynamic waterfall, you know, that you could stand behind, and it's a real waterfall with light refracting through and casting shadows on the cave behind you. Oh my gosh, look at this. I can play with this for hours. You do not understand. I can just sit here making things for hours, absolute hours, and it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see here. And then there's all sorts of different. This is just kind of like a basic. In fact, let's go ahead. Let's grab this translucent. Oh, I should have saved that. Why didn't I save that? And let's bring that over here. So what we're going to do is, this is the shadow demo, and then we're going to see what this looks like when we actually use the translucent. Just move you out of the way, then I don't want to delete you. Move you over there, and let's see what the translucent. Here we go. There we go. Look at this. Look at that. Let's see what happens when you actually have them both interact simultaneously. There we go. Oh, wow. And as you remember before, you know, like you could have all of the different colors like coalescing. So this is, so it's like we have a clear color and we have like an opaque kind of like a fluid that are interacting simultaneously. I don't know. Again, this is the part where I could just be here. I could just be here forever. In fact, actually, let's go ahead and let's see what this would look like in here, because we just did that amazing demo where we created that wave. Let's see what that looks like in this situation. Let's see. Oh, too low. In fact, let's just move these up. Where's that test emitter? Let's move you guys up. Go. There we go. Play. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. Hold up, let's make that smaller so that way we can kind of like make the effect even more interesting. Is that gonna work? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, because there's the gravity. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, dude. Hold up, so wait. What if we did this, and then the gravity, like, got the droplets that were underneath of it and sucked it up? Oh, dude. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. All right, hold on. Okay, I gotta do one more thing, and then I'll end the video, I swear. All right, hold up. Let's just go ahead, and let's just point these straight up at the sky, and get them right on here. I want to basically make like a tiny little... Grab you. There we go, and then we're gonna bring this down. So it's very small, and then that should... Ah! That's still pretty cool, though. Maybe I should point these down? That probably makes more sense. Just have them flood over. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. Right there. Hold up, let me full screen that. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not absolutely amazing? That's so cool. That looks so... That looks lit. Wow. Well, that's absolutely incredible. All right, well, that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to see more of this, let me know, because, again, in this video, I haven't even scratched the surface. I have not even... There's so many other things that I could show you as well that I haven't even started to show you. I haven't even shown you, like, all of the different things that you can do with this. And again, there's maybe been other kind of like YouTubers or even tech demos that you've seen, and they show the tech demo, but not very many of you have seen this technology taken and actually applied. And I think that's the really cool thing about this, is showing it, like showing all of this cool tech, not just showing it off, but showing it in real time and showing it in game development applications being used in different ways. You know, like, that's the amazing thing. So if you want to see more of this, make sure you subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see different types of physics simulation. If you're curious, if you're like, hey, Blue Drake, you know, what happens if you do this or do this? Because I know not everybody has the ability to take all of these things and compile this. Not only does it take a very powerful computer, but it takes a lot of time, and it is a very involved process putting all of this stuff together. So if you want to see any different types of scenarios, or if you're like, hey, I wonder what would happen if you did this with the water physics or this, or if you combined it, let me know down in the comments. I would love to see your all suggestion. And then, as far as the free giveaway, if you guys have been watching, I actually put the Steam keys up somewhere in the middle of the video. So if you skip to the end of the video, you're going to have to go searching. Somewhere in the middle of the video, I have given out a bunch of free Steam keys to our $10 game, Warfare 1944 on Steam. So if you want to support us on Patreon, you absolutely can. We have a game called Blood Metal. We have our Voxel Destruction and a whole bunch of other tech demo projects, as well as our game Warfare 1944 and Operation Harsh Doorstop, which you can get everything for $15, and you can support me making amazing content and all that stuff. So if you enjoy that, make sure you go check that out. And then I guess besides that, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this content, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.